From the busiest intersections to the tightest side streets, it's been a day of digging out for Regina residents. Heavy winds created drifting piles of snow that snared unsuspecting drivers. Some were able to get a helping hand from neighbors or those driving by.
Keep going. Yep.
Others discovered they had no choice but to stay home.
I was going to try and get to work, but I think I'm gonna have to call my boss and tell him, maybe not today.
Even this morning, residents in many parts of the province were urged to stay off the roads if possible. Many major highways, including parts of the Trans-Canada, were closed and travel was not recommended. Snowplows and tow trucks could barely meet the demand.
When you're stuck, and especially with the high winds like this, it packs the snow really hard. It makes the drifts hard, so they get hung up.
Blizzard-like conditions and storm warnings hit most of the province yesterday.
By 7 o'clock last night, the highway was getting so bad here that people couldn't see anymore. There were whiteouts, and we had a couple of people ended up in the ditch, they said, because they couldn't see where the edge of the road was.
Davidson's mayor says the community is always ready and prepared to shelter stranded drivers.
We gather people who come in those kind of emergencies into our community center, and we have an emergency, an EMO officer who looks after it, and she finds accommodations for them. We first of all fill our motels, and once that's done, we have a number of community volunteers who will provide accommodation for people who are stalled here during a storm.
Back in Regina, police say they were called to 22 collisions in a 22-hour period involving damage to vehicles or property. No injuries were reported. And while some people told me they were eager to clear away the snow, others say they are waiting for this to all blow over before they get down to cleaning up. Alexander Kwan, CBC News, Regina.